in a move that legal experts describe as a startling abdication of legislative independence. The push to extend President Emmerson Mnangagwa's term to 2030 has taken a bizarre turn in Zimbabwe's political landscape. What began as a series of choreographed resolutions at ruling party conferences has morphed into a complex web of legal maneuvers, alleged backroom deals, uh, backroom deals with opposition figures, and a systematic crackdown on dissent. As the nation grapples with this unfolding drama, the very foundations of its constitutional democracy appear to be under siege, from a shadowy apparatus determined to ensure the incumbent remains at the helm beyond his mandated term. Zalibina Mashoko Blanyo Kapanakoya in the shadow of 2030. That was subscribe or like out on the bell icon. The latest twist involves an unexpected alignment between the rulings and PF and a faction on the opposition led by self-imposed CCC Secretary General CHABANGU. This development is left many observers questioning the authenticity of the opposition's stance. CHABANGU was the core of elected opposition representatives. It is MPF a two-thirds majority in parliament, has now openly floated the idea of political arrangement that could facilitate Mnangagwa's stay. A spokesperson for this faction, identified as Malilo, recently stated that postponing the elections to 2030 will help reset the country towards a path of economic recovery. We are interested in finding solutions to the current impasse, even if it means suspending the regular electoral cycle. This bizarre turn is not merely about political rhetoric, it is backed by a series of legislative and legal steps that have moved with alarming speed. In February 2026, the Zimbabwean cabinet officially approved a bill to amend the constitution, specifically targeted the presidential term limits. Under the current constitution, adopted in 2018, a president is limited to 2 5-year terms. Furthermore, Section 328(7) explicitly states that any amendment to a term limit provision cannot benefit the person who held the office at the time the amendment was made. To bypass this, the proposed 2030 bill seeks to decouple the presidential term from the constitutional restriction, a move that constitutional lawyers and former finance minister Tinaibiti has called a mutilation of the supreme law. Doma developments are popangwa in a comment section. Minutes of more aim to subscribe or like on the bell icon.